Say what you will about me, but don't ever question my work ethic. It's the Matt Sager Podcast, Friday, December 14th, and I am sick. I started the week after having serious dental surgery. Worked through the week. I know, listen to me, self-aggrandize as I complain, but I am legitimately hardcore sick today. This happens, New York City is a breeding ground of germs, and not for the typical reasons that people suspect. It's not as though it's filthy like it used to be in the 70s, and it's not as though it's full of diseased people, but what it is crowded. The island of Manhattan is like a population big enough to fill several states piled on top of a tiny little island that was never built to accommodate all these people. All these people who go around touching stuff in their office covered with germs, who then go on the subway and hold onto the straps or sit in seats, thereby spreading germs, getting into elevators, pushing buttons. It's like living in a petri dish. And that is why you're hearing my dulcet tones sounding especially scratchy. And, if you're into that sort of thing, I'm proud to be that rough, tough, scruffy guy for you. But I do not sound like Matt Sager in particular tonight, and I apologize for that. So I've been asked again and again, not the least of which by myself, because I have been really, really eager to get on board with this. And the answer is now yes. I am officially a subscriber to DC Universe. The reasons for that, well, there are many. This whole time I've been saying, look, at some point my will's going to break and I'm just going to have to subscribe. And with each new video release, with the unveiling of Robot Man, played by Brendan Fraser, in the upcoming Doom Patrol, it was like, all right, this is obviously going to happen eventually. But let me just put it off because I've got so many subscriptions already. There are many more to come in 2019 when Apple launches its streaming service, which, by the way, it was announced today that they're going to have original Peanuts content. That's going to be among the first things you see on the Apple streaming service. But as for DC Universe, well, they're having a holiday sale, and who can resist those? The Titans finale airs December 21st, at which point it unlocks the entire series for a binge watching, and I haven't liked what I've seen of the show so far, but the trailer for the season finale looks absolutely bonkers. I suggest you go to YouTube and check it out. Suffice it to say that after waiting for years, decades even, through Smallville, Arrow, Supergirl, The Flash, even Gotham, it appears that the Titans is going to deliver us our first small screen version of Batman, and he's a straight up psycho. That whole fuck Batman thing from the trailer suddenly makes an awful lot of sense. Batman has flipped his lid. Apparently everyone knows his secret identity and he's off killing people. And then there's the addition of Jason Todd, and apparently there's a really cool, competing Robin sort of thing between him and Dick Grayson, and that's always cool. And I missed this, but apparently they had another of these votes. Longtime Batman fans, old-ass Batman fans like me remember that about 30 years ago, Jason Todd was so reviled when he was introduced in the comics as the first new Robin after Dick Grayson became Nightwing. He was so hated that DC was like, maybe we can actually make money off of the way people hate this guy. Let's set up a 900 number. This was back in the days when a prefix area code of 900 meant that you were paying like $5 a minute starting with the very first second for your phone call. So call 1-900-KILL Robin. I forget how it actually spelled out, but vote yay or nay on whether we kill Robin. And the votes were overwhelmingly in favor of killing Jason Todd. So much so that when he actually died, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Sorry, there goes my voice again. Like I said, I am broadcasting today out of sheer love for the medium and for you, my audience. I cannot wait to do a new show Monday without this pain, facial pain mostly, that's really aggravated because now my sinuses are stuffed too. But as to the fate of Jason Todd in the comics, he didn't just die. He was murdered in a brutal fashion, shockingly brutal for the time. It really was just a manifestation of how hated the character was, that the writers and artists were like, all right, let's just, beat him to death, blow him up. Let's do both. Throw in some other kinds of torture as well. It was truly grotesque. But apparently they recreated the contest for members of DC Universe, and this time fans voted thumbs up, saying let Jason Todd live. Whether that's a sign that people have become more decent and merciful in the last 30 years, honestly, if you track human behavior between then and now, I'm inclined to think that's not the case. That it's more likely that this version of Jason Todd is just more charismatic, more enjoyable, and more fun than the comic version was back in the early 80s. Which would not be difficult, let us be honest here. There is a reason he was so reviled. So DC Universe is offering, and I don't know how long this promotion is going to run for, so I suggest if you're interested, you do what I did and jump on board right away. Because you do get 3 days to back out. So technically, I'm still auditing the service for the next 3 days, as can you. So about the 50% off holiday promotion, this is per a press release from DC Universe itself. The first 3 months of membership are available at $3.99 per month for 3 months, or subscribe for a full year at $59.99 plus taxes. That is what I did, and that is $4.99 for a full year's worth of DC Universe. So both of those price tiers, you also got to factor in tax. So $3.99 per month plus tax, $59.99 plus tax. In my case, that added up to like $64. So the service is still sparsely populated, still doesn't have anywhere near as many comics as it needs for me to have shelled out the $7.99 per month that they're asking, nor does it have that much original content yet. It's got a lot of content that I love, got lots of episodes of Batman the Animated Series and lots of other DC animated fare. Just look, at $4.99 per month, what am I going to do? Say no? Especially now that I'm sick, I'm going to be spending the weekend in bed, which sucks, but I'll have something to do, and that's important. Read comics and watch cartoons. And what greater comfort can a sick podcaster ask for, after all? So my apologies for the abbreviated shows this week, and for my really, boy do I sound bad tonight. I look forward to a new show Monday, full of great content, with my great sexy voice back. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope your holiday season is going spectacularly. Get in touch with the Matt Sager Podcast any way you wish. You can email me, matt@mattsager.com, or call 646-535-4788. Wow, this really was a short one tonight. You can also get me on social media. On Twitter, I'm @MattSager. On Instagram, I'm Real Matt Sager. And on Facebook, I'm The Matt Sager. I've also got a voiceover page there. It's Matt Sager VO. And of course, the podcast has a page there. It's facebook.com/Matt Sager Podcast. Also, if you're a fan of the show, check out the links in the description for tonight's episode for links to my Patreon and my merch store for my good friends at wehavemerch.com. And for all the rest, many more social media handles and profiles and links, my voiceover reels and contact information, archive back episodes of this podcast, articles, blog posts, and much more. You can find that at mattsagervoiceover.com. Have a great weekend.